Well, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Banks, and we hit another banger. I know you probably get tired of us hitting so many wins, but I want to show you exactly how I'm catching these trades so that you can start doing it on your own. But hit that retweet and like button so you don't miss any of this educational content I put out on a daily basis to make you a profitable trader. Now, as you guys know, there is no hindsight here. We loaded Tesla puts, we hit Tesla puts. 100% banger. You already know the team. If you guys don't already know, we do this on a daily basis. We make sure that everyone is making money, turning into profitable traders. But you came here for the trade recap. So, what was I looking at in Tesla? Well, the biggest thing I saw in Tesla was after we're coming down into this demand, let me go to the daily. If you guys aren't doing it already, please start doing it from a higher time frame to a lower time frame analysis. If you're just starting off the day on just a 5-minute time frame, you're missing so much that is going on. The reason I'm consistent, the reason I'm profitable is because I'm looking at the bigger picture first. So I know where I'm at in the chart. I know what's going on. I know what happened in the past where we came back down to this level. With Tesla, couple different ways that you could look at it coming in today. One of the ways I was looking at it was going to be when I was looking at the 4-hour time frame. Now, it's not the prettiest, but it is nonetheless a descending triangle. If you guys don't already know, this is a bearish continuation pattern. Nice little consolidation. It gets lower, lower, descending, nice triangle. We got that here today on the hourly 4-hour time frame. So coming today, I was already looking to the downside. Beyond, if you didn't recognize this pattern, one thing you should have recognized is that we couldn't get back higher. So yes, we are holding into this demand here. Let's go back to the daily, right? We have this 241.50 that after we took this sell, this pullback, we started creating this support, right? Support, 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 support. But what is happening? We keep failing to break out of this support. So coming in today, we tried yesterday pretty well, right? We tried yesterday pretty well. And by we, I mean Tesla tried pretty well to finally break out of this support, get some legs running back to the upside. It couldn't do it. We pushed back higher. We sold back off. We came back down to that support. So when we open up today, we didn't have any wicks to the downside, right? It's very just a tight body candle. Obviously, the day played out, so this candle's looking different, but it was just a tight little body candle coming into today right here sitting at support. So for this to get legs to the upside, right, we want to see something to come down, right? We need liquidity. It cannot get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tries, and we still couldn't push up. Yesterday, we pushed higher. Sellers still very much in control. Another way you could have looked at this, if you want to use patterns, is really also another ugly version, but really just a very ugly bear flag kind of playing out here, right? It's very ugly, don't get me wrong. It's not textbook, but it's there if you want to see it. So the biggest lesson though is that sellers were in control coming into today. 5 days into this, especially yesterday when we tried to break out, we still could not do it, right? We're holding below this big level here at 250. 4-hour time frame. In my opinion, you could say I'm wrong, but descending triangle coming into today. Where am I going to be looking at? Well, if we couldn't get enough liquidity down here, we couldn't get enough buyers to step up here, what do we need to head higher? Well, we need to go search for liquidity. And where are we going to go search for liquidity? Well, if we take a look at this daily time frame, we can see very well we had a big supply here, right? So plus supply, sellers, lots of sellers, lots of sellers, lots of sellers. We finally break out of that to these most recent highs. Where are we going to go find that liquidity? Where we're going to go find where the biggest amount of volume is, where the biggest amount of sellers were now turning into buyers. So if we're going to use liquidity and try to find where that big liquidity is, it's going to be below. It's going to be down here. And you could see almost to the penny, all we did was come down and find it where the buyers stepped up right? Where the buyers stepped up that broke us out of this big supply to take us to the most recent highs. So we already know that this is where a lot of buyers are, right? A lot of sellers turned into a lot of buyers. So we're going to come back, we're going to retest, we're going to go grab that army to finally be able to have enough to possibly send us back higher. It's going to be where that last place where there was the buyers, right? All the buyers here that took us out of this big supply. So we came down, we touched it to a T. This is what I was looking at. Now, when you're starting to look um, at the chart, you got to have to understand who is in control. Who is in control? Who was in control coming into today? Well, you know the candlesticks paint a picture, right? That's all it is. And all the market is just buyers and sellers. You can make it as complicated as you want, but try to make it as simple as possible. Because at the end of the day, all that's going on in the chart, all these candles are telling you, you could use patterns, you could use indicators. It doesn't matter. All that comes down to is buyers and sellers. Who is in control, who's not in control. If sellers are in control, they're going to take us back to another level the last time where buyers are in control, right? BBR, bounce, break, reject. All stocks do is they bounce on support, they reject resistance, and then they'll break through a support, break through resistance to go find the next support and the next resistance, right? It's a very simple game. I'm not saying that trading is easy. It's not easy by any means, but it's a very simple game when you start to just look at it as buyers and sellers. And again, you can use whatever works for you. I'm just trying to make this as simple as possible because at the end of the day, that's all trading is. That's all the market is just buyers and sellers. So if we see here coming in today, that sellers are very much in control. And we had a day yesterday where we're sitting at this support where the buyers tried, right? We had a decent day the day before. Buyers try to push us up, only to get pushed right back down. So we try to break to the upside. All that happened was we got pushed right back down into this level coming in today, showing me already that sellers were in control. So if sellers are in control at the support coming into today, especially with a valiant effort by buyers yesterday, the past 2 days really, but yesterday showing us this, getting failed, sellers more than likely going to take us at least to the next level. Now, was I looking at all the way to 232.60? I was looking more so at this candle right here, but still coming from down from 242 down into 236 is going to be a nice big move. But we got an even bigger retest. And that's another thing I want you guys to learn from this is starting to look at breakouts, retests, breakouts, retests. It's what stocks will do over and over and over again. So what happened here? We broke out, right? Lots of buyers breaking out of this supply. All we did was come back, retest it, grab that liquidity where all the buyers were, where all the sellers are now turned into buyers. Nice big hammer candle, long way to the downside. So if this starts to hold, I think we can get enough juice for us to now start to push to the upside. Hope you guys learned something. If you did, drop a comment, drop a like. I will get back to you. But as you guys know, we don't play any hindsight trades here. We do the real thing. And I want to make sure that you guys learn how to actually trade the right way. Let's get profitable together in 2024. And I'll end it on this, guys. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. One trade at a time. Keep journaling, keep working hard. You guys got this. I'll see you next time. My name is Mr. Banks. Love you guys.